is actually something that Zach and I talked about kind of way back at the beginning when we were talking about making the movie, was kind of our own different paths and how, how intense it's been to get here. I mean, certainly for Zach and more recently for me. Time, you just don't have time for a lot of people, and you have to do a lot of, it becomes very isolating when you're working this hard and this long on something.
There's always that moment of fear that you have in life, and you tend to surround yourself with friends and sort of follow what they're doing. And when you really reach that moment in life when you're able to sort of listen to yourself and listen to the world and follow your heart, is a moment that kind of sets you free and turns you into a man. So in essence, this is a coming of age story. It's a coming of age movie, but it has a great soundtrack and it's set to EDM, and it is about a DJ discovering himself.
Well, let me ask you about the world of EDM, because there is a lot of mystique in the world of EDM. These DJs who you don't know a lot about, they put it all out there on stage behind the turntables, putting their expression in the music, and you don't know a lot about who they are as people and what it is that they're going through. What did you guys find most interesting in that exploration of this world and kind of pulling back the curtain a little bit on who these people are?
Well, I mean, the film, I think there's a misconception that the film is some big expose on EDM. It's really a coming-of-age story that's set to electronic music. That said, there are a lot of preconceived notions about electronic music, that it's easy, or that it's shallow, or that, these guys are making a lot of money for not doing anything, and I hope that the movie dispels that. It's a craft, it's complicated, it's an artwork, and these guys who are good at it, they do put their heart and souls into producing tracks or into DJing a party and reading a crowd. They're amazing DJs that I've seen here in Miami, and all the DJs obviously come down here a couple times a year for whether it's the music conference or Ultra, and it's an art, and I think we wanted to show the artful side of it.
And not just DJs. I mean, I think with any artist, I think that the story is much bigger than that. It really is universal, and for anyone to become great, they have that moment where they just sort of let go of everything around them and become themselves. They find their path, and it's a struggle. It's really a challenge for everyone. There's nobody in this room that hasn't had that moment. And I know that it's a fascinating story to tell, and it's a fun one.